This is me for the third and final country of the day, being Azerbaijan. As is the geographical location of Azerbaijan is great for influences, history and culture and all. Because it's located between the Caspian Sea and the Black Seas. It's also a vital crossroad between Asia and Europe. Some of history's most famous warriors have fought for land and empires have clashed there and all. And among most of its history, Persia, Russia and other powerful empires have dominated Azerbaijan. And during the 6th century, missionaries from Armenia brought Christianity and many people converted. And during the following 400 years, dozens of Christian churches were built, and in 642 Muslim Arab troops entered into the kingdom of Azerbaijan, or Caucasian Albania, adding the land to the Islamic Empire that spread to Asia through the Middle East and North Africa. And in the 11th century, another Islamic power gained control there as the Turkish tribes that were part of the Seljuk dynasty came. As a population who were originally from both Persia descent, so began to mix with the Turks and the Persian language, replaced by the Turkish dialect. And with time it would become like the modern Azeri language, which we'll get to later. And in 1236 the Mongolian warriors of Genghis Khan conquered land where Azerbaijan is today and remained in power there until 1498. Around 1500 a new Persian kingdom was formed under the Safavid dynasty, and its capital was in Tabriz. And during the Safavids' reign, Azerbaijan was often the battlegrounds in the fight for power between Persia and Russia. And the Safavid kingdom ended in 1722, and north of Azerbaijan divided into many states, and those divisions made it easy for Russia to gain power and control in the area. And in 1917 a revolution ended the Russian Empire, and 1 year later the provisional democratic government was overthrown by the Bolshevik wing of the Communist Party, which became the Soviet Union. In Azerbaijan, a small people called the Intelligentsia joined Baku workers and formed a democratic government. And in April 1920, the Soviet Union's Red Army invaded Azerbaijan, ended the 2-year period known as the independent state. And during the Second World War in 1941, Germany had invaded the Soviet Union and reached the Caucasus Caucasian Mountains a year later, but the Soviet army stopped them from entering Azerbaijan. And at the end of the 80s, the Soviet Union began to fall apart, and was one after another communist states of Central and Eastern Europe claimed their independence. And in the 30th of August 1991, Azerbaijan declared their own independence. And 2 years later, Armenia had control of almost 20% of Azerbaijan's territory. And after Aliyev became president in October of 1993, he signed a ceasefire with Armenia and Nagorno-Karabakh, which is kind of like one of the states that wants independence but can't get the recognition for it. As Haydar Aliyev died in December of 2003, and his son Ilham became president of Azerbaijan since. And moving on to language, as the Azerbaijani language has a rich and complicated history boasting more than 30 million native speakers. And after the nation split between Russia and Iran in the early 19th century, the language evolved and divided into 2 categories. Azerbaijani or Azeri is of a branch of Turkic languages along with Turkish and Turkmen, and statistics suggest that Azeri and Turkish speakers can understand each other with more than 80% of the time, as Azeri influences from both Russian and Arabic has influences from Russian and Arabic too. And today the language sounds similar to what modern Turkish sounds like, and uses a Latin script with a series of accents in the written form. As to fully understand the Azerbaijani language, it is important to look back on the nation's history, as Turkic speakers wandered into modern-day Azerbaijan in the 7th century before invading in the 11th century, as Azerbaijan started to communicate in a Turkic-based language, as Russia and Iran competed for influence in the region, and culminating in the 1828 Treaty of Turkmenchay, which partitioned Azerbaijan, as the north became Russian and the south Iranian, and inevitably this was a significant point in the evolution of Azeri, as the Russian encouraged culture, art and literature, influenced the language in the Russian part of Azerbaijan, as various Russian loanwords were introduced too, and in 1923 it became the official language of education and flourished until the later Soviet repression. And this became known as Northern Azerbaijani and has more than 7 million native speakers around the globe, with almost 2 million living in Baku. And Southern Azerbaijani in northern Iran evolved separately, boasting 19 million native speakers. And significant differences exist in the written and spoken form, but most people can understand each other to a certain extent. And until 1929, both forms of Azeri used the Arabic alphabet, as the northern transition between Latin and Cyrillic before the introduction of the current Latin-based alphabet in 1992. Both the Latin and Cyrillic alphabets are used in Azerbaijan today, with some of the older generations using the preferred latter. And Southern Azerbaijani continue to use the Arabic alphabet, sharing strong phonetic similarities with their northern neighbours. In the 21st century, language in Azerbaijan is complicated, as Northern Azerbaijani has regional dialects, depending on the part of the country, and head to the Caucasus Mountains and find even more diversity of Caucasus languages. Although everyone speaks Russian as a lingua franca after nearly 2 centuries of Russian rule, the younger generations are slowly beginning to learn English, but few outside of the tourist areas in Baku can communicate well with English, and depending on if you go to Azerbaijan, it would be wise to learn a few Azeri and Russian words before going to the position line of fire and all that. And moving on to legends, as Azerbaijan is famed for having a lot of legends, myths and stories. And yeah, first of which is why the pigeon is believed to be a symbol of peace. From the words of the elders of Hut settlement in the Sheki region. And a long time ago, disputes between powerful Khan of Ganja and Sheikh Ronhain outgrew to warfare. Each side was accusing opponents of all unthinkable and unthinkable sins. And in the end, war erupted where the Khan of Ganja declared a state of war upon the Khan of Shekai, and they agreed on time and place for a decisive battle, as the Khan of Shekai had not waged war for 15 years. And all his ammunition was kept in one of the remote rooms in his palace. And one day before the battle, he asked his mother to prepare ammunition for the battle and bless him for the battle, which might be the last one for him, as his mother's blessing was believed to be sacred and Khan needed it. When his mother brought him ammunition, he could not find a helmet. Khan was surprised and asked, Mum, where is my helmet? Where is my pride for the man and for our family? She said, I could not bring it, said they all, not disclosing their reasons. I don't understand your mother's feelings. I do not want war and destructions, but I can't step back. This will disgrace for my people. If needed, I am ready to give my life for my land, but I will not retreat. This is my last word, please bless me, said the Khan with determination in his voice. I am not doubting your bravery and determination, my son. Was raised to protect the homeland from enemies, but your helmet seems to be bewitched. I could not lift it. Then I will go and take it by myself. Please do not do it, she said. Do not touch the helmet, said his mother, and she stopped the way. I ask you in the name of the mother's milk that brought you up, well as the Khan of Shekai, the ancient and glorious land. But mother, how could I show up in the battlefield in front of my people and my warriors with an uncovered head? And then the mother told him the real reason behind her action. Great Khan, my beloved son, there's a couple of white pigeons that made a nest in your battle helmet. They are the most peaceful birds and breed free nestlings. Pigeons know where they nest and want to raise their nestlings in safety. If these innocent creatures will be touched, then the parents will fly away, nestlings will die in grief, and illness came to our land. My short fortune will stay in this country forever. Are you ready to accept this? And the Khan went silent, and he did not know what to say. The logic of his mother was stronger than force and power. And in the morning, the Khan of Ganja noticed that the Khan of Shekai, riding his battle horse, had his head unprotected, and this surprised him, and he asked the reason behind this. As the Khan of Shekai said, a pair of white pigeons made a nest in my helmet, and they are 3 nestlings. My mom pleaded me not to destroy a nest. My people might suffer from this, but this should not disturb you, Khan of Ganja. I am ready for the battle. As the Khan of Ganja was bewildered by it all, and surprised by the peacefulness of his opponent, as he sent his couriers to check and confirm this fact, as the Khan of Ganja was thinking. As breathless silence was around, a decision of Ganja could shed the blood of brothers, while Wise Khan appreciated the deed of Shekai Khan and offered him his hand. Great Khan, I would like to make peace. If your mother did not want to destroy a pigeon's nest, how can you destroy lands and homes? Shed the blood of innocent people. Your uncovered head is not a sign of your disgrace or acceptance of defeat. It is the other way just proves your honour and clear thoughts. Thank you. And the peace was made, and since then, like white pigeon is a messenger of peace and a symbol of well-being. Then there's like how Jaran Batan Lake was born, from the words of elders of Saviyai village. And in the modern place of modern Sumgait, and is an ancient Azeri tribe that was once settled there, as there was 2 loving hearts in the tribe, the young Kerosum and the beauty Jairan, and they were engaged, and their love was blazing an eternal flame, and there had been a river flowing by the tribe that the tribe was relying on. But one day the large barbarian army came and north and conquered all the approaches of the river. Everyone who was trying to approach the river was finding his end. Then the elders of the tribe decided to propitiate the barbarians and start negotiations, but enemies asked for an inconceivable price. Each day of using river water, the tribe had to sacrifice 1 person to the barbarian idol who they worshipped. Being in a desperate situation, the elders agreed, but some was against it and said, "In this way we will lose all our tribe." The head of the tribe opposed, is not slowly better than immediate death of all of that tribe. We need to win a time. But some could not reconcile themselves with this and said these comparisons will lead us to nowhere. let's gather people and fight them, but the tribe had said that the forces were not enough to win. You'll perish, and said you will perish yourself and the whole tribe. First, the time was going, and next was the turn of someone's family to bring sacrifice. I will be sacrificed, said some. But his beloved Jairan offered herself. There is no life for me without you anyway. They have been arguing until the end of the day, and in the morning when Jairan fell asleep, summoned a small number of volunteers marched out against the enemy. And when Jairan woke up, she realised that she was sedated and ran off. Rose started to cry in madness. Some gaiet, meaning some return. When she reached the battlefield, she realised that some of his friends defeated the enemy, but some was killed in battle with numerous enemies. She embraced the bloodied body and screamed the whole valley, some gaiet. Being frantic with grief, she ran towards the bog lake and jumped into the waters. As the bog started to pull her down, and she kept calling her beloved, some gaiet. And then that lake was called Jaran Batan, literally like meaning drowned Jairan, and the place where the tribe was settled, some gaiet. And yeah, that is Azerbaijan for you, and yeah, I'll see you later. Yeah, see you later for you, so bye for now.